Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Roe Show. I am your host, none other than Roe. Today's guest is Bryant, and I'm going to let him pick the topic today. Let's see what he pulls out of his hat. So, Bryant.
Yes, Rhonda.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, what's the topic for today?
Oh, man.
What are you thinking? There's so much going on in the world.
I know. Let's talk about the Kyrie Irving and the Kanye West and the buck breaking.
The buck breaking.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of research because, I had to do my research on buck breaking. I wasn't not familiar with that term.
Right.
Don't really want to go into detail of what it entailed back in slavery days, but let's touch on how it's affecting the black man's life today.
So like a modern day buck breaking.
Modern day buck breaking.
Ooh. Easy.
Let me hear it.
Embarrass them publicly. Take money from them. Cancel endorsements.
So for me, and so hear me out.
Okay.
I don't think that the media or NBA owners or NFL owners should dictate. I feel like they're taking our voice away. Do you know what I mean? And it's not buck breaking. It's not just about the black man is where I'm going with this. It's about people in general. It's anyone. Right. I mean, I don't feel, like Irving. Look, I've listened to 5, 6, 7 hours of Hebrews to Negroes today. Mm-hmm. And do I agree with it? Not entirely, because according to that book, I am
the devil.
I'm the devil. I am the devil. I am
I
Satan incarnate. But my point is, at the end of the day, I'm not going to condemn the guy that wrote it. I'm not going to condemn
people that believe it.
Yeah, no. I mean, you have a right. There are some things that I agree with in the book, and then there are other things I'm going, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? What the hell type of shit is this? Right. I mean, this is to me, it was Hitler reversed.
Yes.
Hitler reversed.
And like I said, a lot of people that listen to that, I mean, he's definitely very, very pro-black. And there's nothing wrong with being pro-black.
There is nothing wrong with being pro-black.
Me being a black man.
But we should be pro-human.
Yeah, we should be pro-human. But that goes on all races. And we don't have that today at all. Kyrie got in trouble for retweeting Hebrews to Negroes, book or documentary. And he shouldn't be in trouble for that. No.
I mean, it's freedom of speech. You're taking, and it goes back, and I'm going to sidestep. I'm going to go off on the shoulder for a second.
Okay.
But it's like today, I was going through the elections, the voting process with my daughter, and there's a site online, and I don't know, I'll put it in comments somewhere along the line, but it's basically where you can see who the candidate is and where they stand on different things. Mm-hmm. And, so pro-life, pro-choice, this is my thing. I'm very much pro-life, but I don't feel it's my right to take someone's choice away. Because if you start with taking a woman's right to choose here, it's gonna start eventually creeping over into other areas. And so the reason I bring that up is because, again, it's his right to feel the way he feels. And if he believes, if he's read the book or he's watched the documentary and he honestly believes in Hebrews to Negroes and that whole mindset, then more power to him. I mean,
I agree 100%. It's just one of them things where if you're not a person of color, then you wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like you said, you're taking the voice away from somebody that can reach millions of people.
And maybe that's where they feel threatened.
Absolutely. 100%.
Because the media.
That's why I say modern day buck breaking.
Yes.
That's why I say modern day buck.
But for me, the media is sometimes, I feel, in control, has more power than the people that are supposedly in power.
media. I mean, social media. Period. Social media.
No,
media,
that's my point. It's very controlling.
Very controlling.
Seriously.
Because it's 2022. Who doesn't?
What is it again?
2022. It's crazy. Like it's really, really, really crazy. And it's, like I said, it's really fucked up of how they're treating people, in a sense of, you know, all like Kanye, like. He has a voice. People might think he's crazy.
And see,
some people might think he's very smart. I think he's fucking intelligent.
There are people that think he's super smart, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The old me would have just said he's out of his freaking mind, not giving him any credence. You know what I mean? Just
right.
No credit at all.
Right.
Where now being exposed to people that, you know, have opened my mind a little bit, I'm going, oh my gosh, is he on to something? And they don't want us to know what he's on to? I mean,
it very well could be, but at the end of the day, it's one of them things where they're gonna silence him. They like, you know how when the Black Lives Matter movement started happening in the NBA, all it took for
explain. Give us a little background on Black Lives Matter, because I get mixed signals from black men on Black Lives Matter. Like, I know black men that think that Black Lives Matter is just absolute bullshit. It was created by white man. It's white man's way of throwing a fucking. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss.
Like a bone.
Like a bait. You know, here, take this. We're trying to make you happy. And then I have black men that go, you know what? Black Lives Matter is important.
I mean, maybe they're doing it to impress you. I mean, but like me personally, I'm all about Black Lives Matter, meaning to me, Bryant, that my life matters before anything else. Reason why I say that, I'm not being just like, my Black Lives matters before anything else. Because white people have never been oppressed. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't know what it still have more rights than a black person does, still to this day. It's in the Constitution. It's Constitution. Let's change the Constitution. I bet you everybody in their mom would say no. So that's why I'm saying Black Lives Matter, because Black lives don't matter right now, and they still won't until the Constitution changes.
And why do you think that is? Honestly, why do you feel that at some point in time, man decided that one color, race, I don't know, however you want to term it, was more important than the other? Because for me, we're humans. We're all humans.
I can't say I know, because I don't know what they were thinking back then. I don't know what they saw. Maybe they saw power. Maybe they saw somebody that doesn't take shit. Somebody that's about, you know, what's right and what's wrong. Like, there's a lot of white people that think everything's fucking right where they say it goes. There's a lot of white people that think that way. You know, but it's not like that. Like I said, and still till this day, modern day buck breaking, sending men to prison for drugs, is modern day buck breaking.
So back to Kanye. I want to go back and I want to touch on Kanye. Did you realize that someone started a GoFundMe for Kanye? Because once all of the shit hit the fan for him, like, he lost his millionaire status.
Well, I mean, I don't believe in the GoFundMe, because Kanye's probably not going to see that. That person said to GoFundMe, so that person's going to see that money. So I don't believe in that. So that's dead. I don't even care about the GoFundMe. That's bullshit. But what should happen is Kanye, and he lost his Adidas deal, but Adidas still sells Kanye shoes. So think about that for a second. This man lost his deal, but I'm still gonna sell your shoes because people still gonna buy your shoes.
Because it's about money. At the end of the day, it's about money.
But I'm not gonna pay you,
right?
Because you said this, and this. Like, look at Muhammad Ali. He stood up to the military and said, "Fuck you! I'm not going to no fucking white man's war. This ain't my war. My war is back home in the streets. That's my war. Poverty. Kids are hungry. That's my war." And guess what? Got locked up. Tried to break him. Didn't break him. Jackie Robinson. Baseball. Call them niggers every day. This ain't your league. This is not what you're supposed to be in. And guess what he did? He prevailed.
So where do you think? I mean, where do you envision this going?
This is going to go deep. This is going deep, and I have 100%, 110% respect, and I follow Kyrie and Kanye. 100%. There is no doubt in my mind.
So, Brian, as a black man, where do you see all of this going?
What I feel or where I would like it to go?
Both. Two-part question.
All right, I'm going to tell you how I would like it to go.
Okay.
I would like it to go as far as I want every NBA, NFL player to stand with Kyrie. Sit out.
Not because they agree with him, but because they feel that
the money aspect.
Oppression needs to stop. Regardless.
Yes, you
of
can't
what it
tell.
looks like.
You can't tell someone, a man, that
he can't think for himself.
You can't retweet. You can't even say what you want to say without being reprimanded from it.
Right.
So I would like for every NFL player, every basketball player, every baseball player, every soccer player that's of color to stand up with Kyrie. You can say fuck Kanye, but stand with Kyrie. Kyrie did nothing wrong. He just he retweeted a fucking documentary.
So why do you say fuck Kanye? And I know you don't mean it, like, because I know that you agree with Kanye, some of what Kanye says.
Because like this whole thing with Kyrie is based off of skin color. How many white people you know that be rocking Trump 2024 hats or their shirts? And guess what? Nothing is said to them.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna and I'm gonna sidestep it just for a second, and this is
just
why.
A second.
Because the next podcast that we do is going to be about incarceration, and the reason I'm going on this line of conversation is because you said if it were a white man, if it were Trump, whatever. So I was talking to someone earlier about a gentleman that I know. He's not really a gentleman; he's a man who had assaulted many women. Never done time. I know one guy who had never been in trouble, assaulted a woman, and did a lot of time. So black men and white men are treated very, very differently. So absolutely. Just so you know, listen for the future podcast, because I really want to. I want to dig into that.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one, and one that I really want to touch on. For that one. Seriously,
I would like to tune in for that.
Anyway, so back to yeah.
I mean, it's just like I definitely want to see them stand like you said, Kanye. I love Kanye to death. He's very intelligent, but
I think his presentation is off sometimes. I think
the agenda isn't where it should be. The agenda is with Kyrie. Kyrie did nothing wrong. He stood up. I don't know if you saw his interview. He stood up as a man, chest out, shoulders back, saying, "This is what I believe in.
I believe in all religions." He said that. I believe in all religions, and I apologize if what I tweeted offended you.
Right.
That should be enough. But they want him to grovel. They want to buck break him.
They want to modern day buck break him. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take your money. I want you to apologize to these people. I want you to do this and do this.
So that people that would consider following you won't, because you're less than at this point. You're less than
yeah. And guess what? No, that's why you need to stand up, revolt.
It's not a good word.
It is a great word. I like revolt. Like against the I don't know.
The fucking media, because I feel like the media plays such a big role in this.
It's not the media.
The media controls a lot of this.
And the media spreads awareness.
They spread their agenda.
They spread awareness. Is how you perceive it. Is how you perceive it.
I don't perceive a lot. I dig in.
Perception is different.
I dig in. That's why I listened to several hours of Hebrews to Negroes.
Everybody's perception is different. That's all I can say. I'm saying I want everybody that's listening to this podcast stand with Kyrie. This is Bryant. I'm being.
But stand with Kyrie not because it's a black or white issue. Stand with him because it's
a right or wrong issue.
Right. It's a voice issue. We should be allowed
to express ourselves.
We shouldn't
just
be
because
reprimanded.
You're a millionaire and play sports, I mean you can't say how you feel. Because if you're a $50,000 a year person, you can say what the fuck you want to feel. So what makes it?
It doesn't matter if you're a fucking $10,000 a year person. You should be able
to say
what you feel, what you believe in. I mean, it's freedom of speech, right? Is that not one of the things we were founded? I mean, we're also found on a lot of bullshit.
So let's not even go there, Rhonda. Founders, get her done. That's what I hear. But this is fun. Like, I like this shit. You know, like I said, staying with Kyrie.
And speak your mind.
Speak your mind. Yeah, fuck these people. Be blessed.
Let these people fucking silence you.
Stay up. And I will always leave it Black Lives Matter.
All lives matter.
I can dig it.
Black lives matter too.
That's how you feel. No,
we all matter.
We
all matter. Humans fucking matter.
That's freedom of speech.
Humans
we just got done. We just got done talking about this. Say how you feel.
Yeah,
I feel Black lives. You feel all lives matter.
So, all lives. Boom. Humans. Boom. Pow. Pew, pew, pew.
Thank you for having me, Rhonda.
Yes. Thank you for coming. I always love it.